Well, we are back at the half. Auburn 28, Ole Miss 17. Fellas, we got off to a fast start. We got off to the fast start that Brian Harsin has been preaching about against this Ole Miss squad. Matt Corral goes out for a second. They give him the good stuff in the locker room. He comes back magically.
That looks like he's better than ever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they definitely gave him some of the good stuff back there. Both quarterbacks are 12 for 15. Bo Nix, 12 for 15 for 150 yards and a TD. Also, 2 scores on the ground. Matt Corral, 12 for 15 for 123 yards and no TDs. Both touchdowns Ole Miss has scored has been on the ground. They're not running the ball. They're not running the ball at all. They got 73 yards rushing on 20 rushes for 3.7 yard per carry average, which is not great. But I'll take that production. What does Auburn have to do, Caesar, here to keep the lead in the second half?
Keep running the football. I'm happy for Tank. Tank has rushed 14 times for 94 yards. He's well on his way to eclipsing 100 yards. I would like to see Hunter get in on the running game. Of course, he was the beneficiary of that passing touchdown that Bo Nix threw to end the half. So I'm happy to see them get him in there. But I think with us having the lead going into the second half, establishing the run or continuing to run the ball is very important, and actually winning the time of possession. I think our best defense, unless there's some great adjustments that's made in the second half, our best defense is going to be a good offense and keeping Ole Miss off the field, because they've been moving the ball impressively. Even when Corral went out with the backup, they were moving the ball until Corral came in and finished that drive. So, yeah, we just got to run the ball. I'm happy for how we looked in the passing game. We're getting guys involved there, so I'm happy to see that. But yes, continue to run the ball down their throats.
B, what do you see?
I see. I mean, maybe it's a little gloomy forecast, but I saw what I said I wanted to see before, which was the offense have to keep scoring for us to win this game. Even saying that the defense getting moved on and scored on so easily is a little scary. I don't like seeing that. I think, what was it, Ed Darby? He was pretty much, that's their play. That's their play sheet. And it's working. So if you're going to play the run in the RPO, they're going to have something short to medium open. And until we commit more to the middle, which then will open us up on the top. Unlike other teams, it was bend but don't break. But now we're bending and breaking at the end with a touchdown to the other team. So what does Mason do? This will be the turnaround. We saw the turnaround from half one to half two for Derek Mason with the Arkansas game. We weren't letting them score, but we were letting them move. But we came out second half. We didn't let them score until late, and we actually stifled them, turned the ball over, got to the quarterback a lot. So now it becomes a matter of the RPO is kind of designed to keep pressure off the quarterback, and it works. So can that work now? Can you do something, Derek Mason, with the guys that we have to either get pressure immediately, which means you're bringing a corner down? Like with the corner blitz, we got a sack on that. And it was a really good call. Are you going to get something to get that ball out of his hands even faster so it's inaccurate? Or are you going to disguise and play that some way different on the back end so we aren't so susceptible in the medium, the 10 to 15 yard range? I don't know. But we got this guy. We were so happy we had Derek Mason in the offseason. Here's where he earns that money. Here's where he really earns that money.
Yeah, Rick says after 7.5 games, not a fan of Mason's defensive game plans. Fortunately, they make some in-game adjustments. Unfortunately, they're always needed. I don't wholly agree with this, man. Like, listen, these are some really dynamic offenses that we're going up against this year, right? These aren't slouch offenses, and we still have some pretty good teams left on our schedule. This was year one. They replaced some pieces They have been really good in this aspects. Again, we are finding Auburn defenders in the backfield making tackles, making plays. They are consistently in the backfield. Zacoby had a beast of a sack there when the backup came in, where he just bounced off the guy and got to him. So only 17 points for Ole Miss is a win for this defense. So I think that being a glass half full on defense, being able to hold them. Conversely, offensively, we got out fast and put pressure on them offensively to not, like, they had to get into a groove quickly. Yeah. Offensively, we put pressure on their offense to figure it out fast, because if they had not, it looked like it was going to get ugly early. So, on that third drive, we ended up, punting the ball, but two straight drives, 2 touchdowns. I was pretty happy with that. Again, they seem to be keeping Bo within himself, and we reestablished the run. Yeah. We have reestablished the run. So 24 rushes to 16 passes. And Ole Miss, we're not really forcing them to do any one thing, man. They're 20 passes versus 20 rushes. Yeah. It's just that their run game, which has been the case for every team that's played us, because I heard the announcers waxing poetic about Ole Miss's rush game. This is one of the best rushing teams in the nation. I was like, we have one of the best rushing Ds in the nation as well, too. So far, they've looked like it. 73 rush yards. I mean, I think they're poised to hold them well under their average. And if this game continues, they're not going to get a whole lot more rush yards, because they're going to have to throw to keep up with us.
And it seems to me is that part of the game plan is we're not going to let Connor Ely beat us, right? And with Corral seemingly injured, we'll take our chances with that, but who's not going to gash us is those guys. And so I think that's been a part of the plan, and it's reflected in the stats so far.
Yeah, I mean, both those guys, Ely's got 1 catch for -7 yards. And you're right. I mean, it is been one of those things where I think they're trying to bottle up the playmakers. And it's so far so good, right? Like, we're up by 11 at the half. Ole Miss gets the ball at the half. If they come out and they score, they can put a lot of pressure on us. Yeah,
this is an important drive
for the defense too. Not only if they score. So here's the thing: we are moving the ball so well on their defense. I'm not too worried about not being able to score on them. But if I say any offense is more prone to make mistakes, it's us. So a missed read, a drop ball, an errant throw, that it doesn't have to be their defense bowing up and stopping us. We can stop ourselves, and a stop here, like we're talking 1 or 2 stops. Who's got the ball last type game? So I'm really hoping we get this stop early in the half off some fresh adjustments, and that gives us the window we need to go up by 18 and really give ourselves enough cushion to outlast them the rest of the game. That's what I hope happens.
Well, they're going to make adjustments. Lane Kiffin is going to make adjustments at the half. You can believe that. If Matt Corral is going to come out, I expect to see them take some more shots downfield. Yeah. They're going to have to do something to get back into this game, and they get the ball after the half. So it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments Lane makes. Listen, if you're watching this, it's because you're an insider. If you're not watching it, it's because, or if you're not commenting, it's because you're not an insider. So become an insider, be a part of our community on game day. Our chat is insider only. Not only that, but this halftime is brought to you by our sponsor, Innovative Financial Solutions. Now a word from them.
All right, business owners, high-income professionals, listen up. Have you ever considered that by funding a 401k or IRA, you are potentially creating a massive tax burden when you retire? Contrary to what you hear from traditional advisors and accountants, 401k or IRA do not save on taxes. It postpones the tax and tax calculation. Wealthy people don't have access to some special tax code. They use financial products, parts of the tax code that are available to everyone, including you and Strategy. Would you like to learn how to take advantage of the tax code? All right, well, check this out. Our guy, Ethan Daw, the owner of Innovative Financial Solutions, has clients throughout the USA and is a nationally recognized expert in the veterinary community. You know how we love to save puppies. So contact Ethan at 251-243-6038 or email him, ethan@ethandahl.com. Ethan Dahl is your alternative to traditional financial planning. Tell him the War Report sent you.
That's Innovative Financial Solutions. Shout out to our guy Ethan Dahl for sponsoring our halftime. I see we almost got 300 people in here. I want to turn to some comments real quick.
Let's do that.
In here, let's see what we got here. So, see what you guys are looking. Corey Weber says the offense is looking solid. I agree. Nothing amazing, but nothing amazing needed because, they're just playing within themselves. I think it was a solid game plan. Good to see Tank out there looking like himself.
Yeah,
definitely. And Riley says, and their whole team is gassed. They do look tired. Right. Those long drives start to wear on you. If we can put a few more of those together in the second half, it will definitely have an impact on the end of this game. Certainly. Ed Darby, our guy, says we have to stop the 3rd and 17 and giving up 4 to 15 yards because we know Lane is going to go for it on 4th. Listen, again.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was a 3rd and 17. I was like, oh, okay, we're good. The first QB dug him a hole. He's going to have to come in here and do something around. Look at that.
Right.
Soft.
Yeah,
definitely. So
all coverage.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of what's going on there. Wade Jackson says we are a bit weak in talent on secondary. Probably not Mason. We aren't giving up a lot of points. That's true. Again, bend but don't break. We've seen this version of Auburn's defense before. Give up a ton of yards. Although I will say, the yards that we've given up so far, the total team stats. I mean, it's not like Ole Miss is running wild. Right. Not per their averages anyway. So 214 yards of offense to hold them to that in one half. That's a win.
Right. We're on track for under 450 against Ole Miss. That's a great game for us, honestly. It looks ugly because they're kind of getting what they want. And when they get guys being wide open when they make the passes, like that, I don't know. That just bothers me. Like even Snoop Connor's run into the end zone. It's like, man, our entire team was bringing pressure from the other end. From the other side, and then Snoop runs off the right side, and it's like, dang, I really didn't want to see that. But I mean, you say we gave up 17 points to this guy in this offense in a half, but we scored 28. Then we're on track for 56 to 34. So I'm not too discouraged by that. But yeah, you don't want to see it look so easy for them. It's looked easy, and I think that's the thing that's a little troublesome.
Yeah, definitely. It's been some things that still are a little concerning, but we definitely want to make sure that they can tighten up some things in the second half. Stephen Raleigh says we missed a golden opportunity not scoring when Corral went out. Yeah. Listen, their backup came in and performed, I thought, admirably.
Got tagged good one time, got up and then made some throws. So, hats off to him.
Definitely. That I thought he did okay there. Let's see here. We got a few more minutes before halftime is over. Again, you guys are seeing the same things that we're seeing. I don't. Jazzy Joe says we are at 90 so far, boys. Let's go. Yes, we are.
We hear you, Jazzy. I'm so sorry, man, that it's such a high-scoring game. But then again, I am not because we love your support for these wins. So thank you. We hope that we win by scoring 50 to their 49. That will be fine with me.
Yeah. Satari Calhoun, are we ready to say that Bo is back?
Good, Bo is back.
He's arrived for the first time. Is what I'm willing to say.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
That's ludicrous. I'm back for the first time.
This is the guy. This is the guy. Yeah, that's exactly what this is back for the first time. This is the guy we hoped that we were getting.
Yeah, I was going to say back. I don't know about back.
It looks like he's showing up. Is it too much to say definitively Gus was the problem? Is that I thought that's in 2018, and y'all know that about me, but is it now not extreme? Even if you don't just say, okay, Bo's playing better, but doesn't the offense look more fluid? More guys are getting the ball. We look different. We're giving different looks, doing different things instead of being predictable and one-dimensional.
Yeah, we're definitely not predictable.
Right.
We're definitely not predictable. And the only time we get predictable is when the game situations put us in predictable situations. Or we have to throw, or we have to do certain things. But so far, I can't say that anybody's looking at the tape and what this team is just yet. They're throwing something at you. new guys are emerging every week. People are still fighting in practice, still trying to earn jobs in practice, right? This is game 8. And we still on week 8, we still got guys earning jobs in practice. So I agree. I just think it's new Bo. This is a new Bo that we're seeing, and a game plan that's actually giving him a chance to not have to do too much.
Right.
Early in the first half when he started running around backwards and stuff, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to see that. I want to see him throw the ball, throw it away.
He got away with one. On one, the offensive lineman actually knocked the dude down from behind. I was like, are they going? And they didn't call it. And Bo we got the run and got points on the drive. I was like, woo, because they could have called that. But I'm with you, Mike. I don't want that to be the offense.
No, I don't want that to be the offense at all.
Right.
I want to see Bo stand in the pocket and throw the ball.
What's beautiful is, and I like Ed's point here. Listen, when we were in the I formation and Bo was able to see what the defense was doing, ran a play action to Luke Deal, one of the best plays of the game right there. Just seeing, being able to understand and improvise on the fly based on what you're reading from the defense has just been a welcome sight. So yes, when you talk about things are changing, that's one of the things that's changing and is very important with what we're seeing offensively. So kudos to Bo for making that play.
For sure.
Well, we're almost about to come out of the half again. Auburn 28, Ole Miss. Oh, Stewart says, I'm still at work, but looking at the box score, it looks like we're doing things the right way. Another half like this would be nice. Agreed. 50-something points against an SEC opponent. Arkansas did it.
Right.
Why can't we?
Why not us?
We should be able to one up about a few points, definitely. Again, Auburn 28, Ole Miss 17 at the half. We're going to get back here to it, and we'll see you guys in the post game. So, War Eagle.
War Eagle.